रहे थे तो उन्होंने प्रसाद नहीं लिया, तो फिर बहुत डांटा कि अरे आपका घर है, ऐसा कैसे कर दिया, आपका इंस्ट्रक्शन है हमेशा आपको यहाँ जब भी जाएंगे प्रसाद लेके जाना है। तो बहुत केयरिंग भी है प्रभु जी, उनका भगवान के नामों पे भी बहुत भरोसा है। तो जब भक्ति में आए तो उसके बाद उनको कहीं जा रहे थे तो करीबन 18 घंटा वो निरंतर नाम करते रहे, बस में जा रहे थे तो, समझ रहे। मैं भी प्रभु जी के साथ था। एक बार एक भक्त की मदर गुजर गई थी, विनय गोविंदपुर, तो प्रभु जी मेरे को ले गए थे, प्रेम स्वरूप को ले गए थे। प्रभु जी कीर्तन कर जा उनको, और मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा सा दुखी होना चाहिए, समझ रहे, थोड़ा सीरियस माहौल होगा। फिर मैंने देखा प्रभु जी एकदम पूरा कीर्तन किए जाए थे, करीबन 10 घंटा कीर्तन किए होंगे। तो फिर को 12-1 बजे से मुझे याद नहीं है, लेकिन 10 रात को 10-11 बज गए थे। और प्रभु जी का नाम पे बहुत श्रद्धा, प्रभु जी बताए थे आत्मा अभी भी घूम रही है आसपास, और तो हम लोग नाम करेंगे तो उसकी आत्मा को बहुत लाभ। तो मेरे को उससे बहुत श्रद्धा मिली, और मैं बहुत सारे भक्तों को, जब वो लीव कर रहे थे बॉडी तो मैं उनके लिए कीर्तन किया, तो उसका मुझे बहुत श्रद्धा मिली प्रभु जी के मुख से और उनके खुद के आचरण से। अभी वो पूरा कैलकाटा टेम्पल का वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है, कोलकाता न्यू टाउन टेम्पल के। और जीवन में बहुत अप्स एंड डाउन जो भी होते हैं, प्रभु जी बहुत ही कमिटेड है, बहुत ही डीप सोचते हैं। बहुत बार लेक्चर दिया कैसे हमें डेथ पे मेडिटेट करना चाहिए, कैसे, मैं जब मायापुर में था इस बार अप्रैल में, तो प्रभु जी मुझे समय दिए, बताया थे कैसे हमें कोलैबोरेशन करना चाहिए, उनको आधा पौन घंटा समझाए, समझ। तो मुझे बहुत सेल्टर्ड फील हुआ। और मैं उनको बहुत दिन से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा था, करीबन 1-1.5 साल से, 1 साल हो गया ज़्यादा, लास्ट ईयर कार्तिक आया से ही 1 साल 1.25 साल से। बट प्रभु जी को कुछ समय नहीं था और कुछ और कारण के कारण प्रभु जी नहीं आ पाए थे। तो फाइनली प्रभु जी यहाँ पर आए हैं। बहुत ही एक्सपर्ट है वो, खास करके यूथ्स के लिए, उनके भाव को समझने के लिए, काउंसलिंग के लिए क्लासेस काफ़ी डीप रहती है। पर्सनली मैं बहुत रियलाइज करता हूँ उनको इंडिविजुअल एक साधु के रूप में। उनका कोई निरपेक्ष ऐसा कुछ, उनको पॉलिटिक्स वॉलिटिक्स नहीं, एकदम सिंपल हार्टेड है। उनको वेलकम करेंगे अपने हरिद्वार वॉइस में 3 बार हरि बोल बोल के, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल। तो क्लास अंग्रेजी में होगी, आई थिंक गुरुकुल के बच्चे वो लोग कुछ उनका और ऑल्टरनेटिव कुछ क्लास होगा, समझ रहे हैं। ये क्लास मोस्टली वॉइस डिवोटीज के लिए है, ठीक है, और इंग्लिश में क्लास होगी, समझ रहे, जो लोग वॉइस के डिवोटीज है 3rd ईयर 4th ईयर पास आउट्स, ठीक है। और बाकी लोग इंग्लिश समझते हैं तो आप बैठ सकते हैं, समझ रहे। और शाम को फिर वो ये क्लास लेंगे कांग्रेगेशन के लिए 3 बजे से, तो उसमें हिंदी में जो भी लोग अटेंड करना चाहें अटेंड कर सकते हैं। हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा, हरि बोल। वही जोड़ी आगे आ जाइए।
राधा माधव
कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदा नंदन व्रजनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Go Premanande Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. A reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, text number 17. Yuktahara viharasya Yukta chestasya karmasu Yukta swapnava bodhasya Yoga bhavati dukkha. Yuktahara viharasya Yukta chestasya karmasu Yukta swapnava bodhasya Yoga bhavati dukkha. Yuktahara viharasya Yukta chestasya karmasu Yukta swapnava bodhasya Yoga bhavati dukkha. Somebody can recite. Translation. He who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. Purport. Extravagance in the matter of eating, sleeping, defending and mating, which are demands of the body, can block advancement in the practice of yoga. As far as eating is concerned, it can be regulated only when one is practiced to take and accept prasadam, sanctified food. Lord Krishna is offered, according to Bhagavad Gita 9.26, vegetables, fruits, flowers, grains, milk, etc. In this way, a person in Krishna consciousness becomes automatically trained not to accept food not meant for human consumption or not in the category of goodness. As far as sleeping is concerned, a Krishna conscious person is always alert in the discharge of his duties in Krishna consciousness, and therefore any unnecessary time spent sleeping is considered a great loss. Avyartha kala pass a minute of his life without being engaged in the service of Lord. Therefore, his sleeping is kept to a minimum. His ideal in this respect is Srila Rupa Goswami, who was always engaged in the service of Krishna and who could not sleep more than 2 hours a day, and sometimes not even that. Thakur Haridas would not even accept prasadam, nor even sleep for a moment without finishing his daily routine of chanting with his beads 300,000 names. As far as work is concerned, a Krishna conscious person does not do anything which is not connected with Krishna's interests, and thus his work is always regulated and is untainted by sense gratification. Since there is no question of sense gratification, there is no material leisure for a person in Krishna consciousness, and because he is regulated in all his work, speech, sleep, wakefulness, and all other bodily activities, there is no material misery for him. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashanta Deshtarine Vancha Kalpatrubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Paritanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Ilachala Nityaya Paramatmane Balbhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Nama Vancha Kalpatrubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakturinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I am feeling very honored and happy and inspired and impressed to see so many devotees here and such vibrant Krishna consciousness here. I want to know how many of you are from third year? Raise hands. Okay. 30. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many of you are from fourth year? 40. Okay. How many of you are, is there any 5th, 5th year or PhD or then 4th, 5th and pass out? Huh? 3rd, 4th. Are there anybody from second year? Okay. And how many are pass out devotees? Jai. Wonderful. Great. In America, pass out means one is unconscious, who has become. He has passed out means he has become. One is graduated. Okay. Yes. Great. I'm so happy to see so many devotees who have passed out. They are here, alumni. Huh? And online also there are some devotees, it seems. There are many devotees online also. And mostly online devotees are those who are pass out devotees. No? Chai. Great. So I'm happy that devotees are in this, after being passed out, are also connected and practicing Krishna consciousness. That is a great challenge when one is in college, because of in association devotee it's possible to practice, but when one graduates and go to different places, it's very, very challenging to practice Krishna consciousness. So I'm happy to see that so many devotees who have graduated, they are also still connected and they are also practicing Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Kumarila Prabhu. Kumarila Prabhu spoke so many things which I don't deserve, but because speaking that makes him happy, I just allowed him to speak for his pleasure. But I myself am struggling in Krishna consciousness, and I need blessings of devotees so that I can continue on the path of Krishna consciousness. Recently, His Holiness Indradum Maharaj had come to Calcutta and he was giving many classes. So one class he gave about New Year resolutions. So and Maharaj was saying uh, only 9% of them are able to follow the resolution. But most of the resolutions are very uh, insignificant resolution, which are doesn't make much value and much difference in life. But he said, by mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Vaishnavas, we have made the greatest resolution which can make maximum impact in our lives and actually benefit us. The resolution to be devotee of Krishna, resolution to serve Krishna, resolution to chant Krishna's names, resolution to avoid sinful activities. So we don't have to make any other new resolutions. We have to just make resolution that I am going to practice, continue this resolution more sincerely, more wonderfully, more enthusiastically. I'll chant more enthusiastically, more sincerely. So one person asked Maharaj, Maharaj, what is your New Year resolution when he was traveling in flight? Maharaj said, my New Year resolution is same resolution which I made 52 years ago, and I am following every year, year after year. So no more new resolution, same resolution every new year. So that is beauty of Krishna conscious life. Krishna conscious life is itself ever new and blissful. So we don't need to make new year resolution. This chanting itself is ever newer and newer blissful. If you chant nicely, that itself will give greater and greater joy. Outside medalist people, they have to make newer and newer results because whatever they do, it leads to frustration and misery. They think, okay, let me make this resolution, and they make that resolution, and they are frustrated. Then they think maybe I made a mistake, I have to make another resolution. So no matter how many resolution you make, one cannot be happy. But resolution which we have made in Krishna consciousness to become devotee of Krishna, to chant Hare Krishna. The chanting Hare Krishna is ever new, ever fresh. Madhuram Madhurebhyopi, Mangalebhyopi Mangalam. This is more sweeter, so we don't have to unnecessary worry about making any other new resolution. Same resolution. If you chant nicely, there will be newer and newer experience in life, newer joy in life. Similarly, we have to hear same Bhagavad, same Bhagavatam. We don't have to make resolution of hearing and reading something else. Same thing if you read and hear, life will be wonderful. So Maya is very powerful. We are on right path, but anytime Maya can distract us, telling that there is something out better than this. So we have to safeguard by sadhu sangha, satsang. When we are in a session of devotees, then our conviction in path of Krishna consciousness can grow and we can continue. So we see that so many devotees come to Krishna consciousness First of all, coming to Krishna is very difficult. It is very rare that people come to Krishna consciousness. Bahunam janmanam ante. Jnanvan mam. Intelligent person after many, many lifetimes comes to Krishna's lotus feet. So it's not easy to be a devotee. It's very rare. But still, we see that sometimes devotees come in Krishna consciousness, but they get distracted over a period of time. Or leave Krishna consciousness for many, many different reasons. So when one leaves Krishna, that is really great misfortune. So we have seen in history of even Krishna consciousness in ISKCON, so many devotees have come, they have become devotees, they have contributed a lot, but then some of them have left because of different challenges. So when few years back there was ISKCON Leadership Sangha, ILS. There are devotees around the world, more than 1,000 devotees, 1,200, 1,300 devotees had come. And there was survey made. If ISKCON has to take Krishna consciousness another level, where we should focus on. There are many, many options, We should focus on leadership, training. We should focus on, succession planning. We should focus on having training in study of Srila Prabhupada. Different, many, more than 25 different options were there. What area we should focus on so that ISKCON can go to the next level and become really solid organization to help the world at large. And after survey it was found more than 90% of devotees wrote devotee care. Still, already we have a lot of devotees. If we can just take care of them nicely so that they don't leave Krishna consciousness, then our Krishna consciousness movement will be very powerful and will actually succeed. Because sometimes devotees come, they stay for some time and then leave for different reasons. So it was mentioned that if we can somehow or other, whichever devotees have come, if we can really take care of them, such that they are happily engaged in Krishna consciousness till last breath, that would be great success. So, coming to Krishna consciousness is difficult, but maintaining Krishna consciousness is even more difficult. So, it's more difficult on our own, but somehow or other, if we make a priority to be in association devotees, it is little easier. Alone, it is difficult to be Krishna conscious all the time. So, if you have to remain Krishna consciousness, whose responsibility is that? I have to be Krishna conscious. Whose responsibility is that? Our responsibility, or Krishna has responsibility, or Guru's responsibility. They should take care of me. Guru should take whatever I may do, but I should be taken care. So, yes, Krishna and Guru are always taking care, but we have to ourselves make a commitment that I have to take care of my Krishna consciousness. It's my responsibility that I have to be Krishna conscious. And to be Krishna conscious and continue, we have to make sure that sometimes some needs are not fulfilled and person becomes a little frustrated, depressed, then he may leave Krishna consciousness to fulfill those needs in outside world. So one has to see that you have to learn the art of understanding our needs and fulfilling those needs in Krishna conscious environment, so that we can happily in sustainable way go on. And certain times when we may take responsibility. I have to take care of myself. I have got the greatest wealth of Krishna. I should not lose it. One may want to do, but then sometimes we may realize, alone It's very difficult. I need help. It requires great humility to understand that I need help. So, so we should take care of ourselves responsibly, and whenever we feel need, we should seek appropriate help. Then no, because certain things we may alone may not be able to take care of ourselves, and then when we get help, we'll be able to feel the mercy of Guru, mercy of Krishna, mercy of devotees, feel very grateful, very happy, and continue, and later on, out of gratitude, extend that help to others. So these are three important principles. One is to responsibly take care of our diverse needs in our life. We have diverse needs. We have body, we have mind, we have soul, and there are diverse needs each one of us have. So each one of us have to learn the art of taking care of diverse needs within Krishna conscious atmosphere. We need the art of, we need to learn the art of seeking appropriate help when we are not able to help ourselves. And we also should extend that help to others. When everybody in community does that, then actually all people will be able to experience great love and care, and one will be able to continue in Krishna consciousness. First is responsibly taking care of one's own diverse needs. Second is seeking appropriate help when needed. One is oneself, one may take care of all one's needs, but sometimes some needs we may not be able to take care of ourselves. Some things may be beyond us, so we may have to seek help from other devotees. Seek appropriate help from experts. Sometimes we may not be expert in something, but some other devotees are expert in other things. So whoever is expert in that thing, we can take help. And third is, when we get help and all, we should be grateful, and then we should also extend help to others, because in community of devotees, different devotees need different help. We may not be expert in everything, and we may not be able to help everybody in everything, but we may be able to help in something. Whatever we are good in, whatever we are able to help, we can help. So in that way, if everybody is everybody sincerely tries to take care of himself, and whenever needed, seek appropriate help, and when others need, extend that help. In that way, there can be caring community where we can help each other to be Krishna consciousness, to be in Krishna consciousness, and continue in Krishna consciousness. And if whatever devotees right now we are having, if we can take care of them, that can make greatest impact on the world. In 1972, Prabhupada had said that whatever devotees we have now, if we can take care of them, whole world will become Krishna conscious. Now definitely we have much more devotees than that. If we just don't lose devotees for whatever reasons, then our preaching will be very, very impactful and powerful. So taking care of oneself, it's not a selfish thing. Sometimes people, Prabhuji, what is this you are saying? You have to take care of yourself. No? It's not a selfish thing. And from when we talk from proper perspective, and in that sense, it is a most appropriate selfish thing. Real selfish soul, and taking care of our own Krishna consciousness is real selfishness. That is appropriate selfishness. But selfishness in terms of bodily concept, like selfishness in terms of sense gratification, that may not be appropriate. But selfishness in terms of real self, Atma, and try to be Krishna, that is actually healthy. We see Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he advised that on special days like Ekadashi, one should spend time reflecting, how am I going in Krishna consciousness? Lokanath Maharaj says, the devotee should do Simhavalokan. Simhavalokan means, you have seen lion? General lion, when he's chasing some, prey, he will run, 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 and after run, he will stop little bit and look behind. How did I run around? Again he run. So Simhavalokan. Take some time out to check how I am progressing in my path of Krishna consciousness. So, time reflecting on our practices, time reflecting our Krishna consciousness is an important aspect of our Krishna consciousness. Time reflecting how I am feeling. Am I happy in Krishna consciousness? Or am I unhappy in Krishna consciousness? If I am unhappy, why am I unhappy? What am I doing wrong? What need to be rectified? Are devotees happy with me? Are devotees disturbed upon me? What is making them disturb? Is there anything I need to change in me? So some reflection time to time is important. So, so today we'll see this briefly. Everybody is able to see the PPT? How do I? Okay. Keeping life in perspective, avoiding burnout. Sometimes one of the main reasons it is observed why people leave Krishna consciousness is sometimes they get burned out for different reasons. So somebody can read.
The others are extravagant. The others are extravagant. Those who are extravagant are enamored of the external features of phenomenal beauty and have no insight into the whole manifestation. They are practically asleep to introspection, and thus they are unable to derive any permanent value from the assets of the human form of body. But one who has developed introspection is as grave as the sea, while those who are extravagant are calm and quiet in sleep. Such grave persons use the full advantage of the human form of life. Although the animal propensities of the body should be minimized, those who are extravagant temporarily overflow in material enjoyment. Nonetheless, as soon as the rainy season of life is over, they become as dry riverbeds. Life is meant for the right cause, or sat,
Sat.
or sat, that which exists for all time. In the material world, nothing is sat or eternal, but the bad bargain of the material world can be used for the best purpose. The mind dedicated to extravagance is a bad bargain, but one can make the best use of the mind by introspection.
So this is Light of Bhagavad, verse number 7. Prabhupada is mentioning that yes, we have mind, and if mind is engaged in sense gratification, it's disaster. But we can use our mind for introspection. That is good use. He said that materialistic people, they are blind to sense self-realization. They're just busy in sense gratification. However, those who are introspective, they understand value of human form life. They understand our human form life is not just meant for eating, mating, sleeping, living. It's meant for eternal life, Sat life. So one should think deeply what is worth endeavoring and what is not worth endeavoring. So those who are intelligent, they endeavor for achieving something which is not achievable in any other form of life. That is self-realization. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending, punacharvita charna is available in all species of life. But this self-realization is only possible in human form life. So one should introspect. So here it is said. Otherwise, you just do sense reduction. After some time, senses will become weak. After some time, sense of, we may lose sense of object, like when rainy season goes off, whole river bed becomes dry, Similarly, after some time, all objections are gone, senses are gone, one will be terrible. But when one dedicate oneself for self-realization, then he can be ever happy. So Prabhupada is saying that human being should be introspective and not waste life in just sense gratification, but you think deeply about a real goal of life. So introspection is a key element of devotional service. Unless we are introspective, one will be carried away by extravagance, external things. Once is external, many beautiful things, one may get madly attracted. But one is introspective, it's very superficial, temporary. And then one can little bit control mind and senses. So sense objects are attractive, but one is introspective, one understands, oh, that attraction is superficial, it's Maya. So we hear, we read, we hear, but just reading and hearing is not sufficient. We have to also do mananam, introspection. Mahavishnu Maharaj, he asked the question, what is the difference between neophyte devotee and advanced devotee? What is the difference between neophyte devotee and advanced? He said, neophyte devotee, after Bhagavatam class, he just runs for another activity. Whereas the advanced devotee, he reflects for few moments. What did I hear? Thinks little bit about what he has heard. And then he may spend few moments reflecting what did I hear before just jumping into another activity. So those who are introspective, those are wise, those who are advanced, they will not spoil their, they'll reflect. Even little bit thinking can make a big difference in quality of life. We read something, we have read for 1 hour, just 2 minutes if you just think, what did I read? How does it apply to me? Can make great difference. We have 1 hour class. After that, just 2 minutes, just think of what did I learn from it? Was there anything relevant in my life? Is there anything, anything can help me? So little bit introspection, little bit mananam can make a great difference. So Mahavishnu Maharaj says, this is difference between advanced devotees and neophyte devotees. Neophyte devotees run after one activity after another activity. Advanced devotees at least they reflect. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur recommends that we use each Ekadashi day to reflect on our spiritual practices over the previous fortnight. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to himself, every Ekadashi reflect, how was my last 15 days of spiritual life? How was my chanting? How was hearing, reading? Did I do proper services? Did I do service to Vaishnavas or did I offend Vaishnavas? Little bit reflection. So that appropriately then we can take actions and rectify it. Otherwise, if we don't reflect it, things may just continue. Without dedicating quality time to introspection, devotees may lose themselves in busyness of everyday service. There may be too much focus on externals. And if we don't reflect, then we may just go by externals. So definition of somebody can read?
A way of introspection is the form of contemplation, a way of looking inside of ourselves. Introspection helps us to observe our thoughts pattern in mind, to connect with our thought and feeling, to evaluate our current state of consciousness and where we are in our Krishna consciousness.
We see so many thoughts keep on going every day, So we can observe what are my thought patterns. We can connect with our thoughts and feelings. Oh, I'm feeling little lonely, I'm feeling a little anxiety, I'm feeling okay. Not just, so if there is something, some pain is there, something is there, that means something is need to be rectified. No? It also helps to evaluate our current state of consciousness. And when we are in, where are we in Krishna consciousness? So there is various ways for doing introspection. Okay, I will ask maybe each one of you. What are different ways we can do introspection in our day-to-day life? I said something, but you can also add. There are various ways we can do introspection on a day-to-day basis or regular basis. Some different ways we can do. Anybody? I said, okay, here Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying, Ekadashi we can sit down and reflect and write down how was our practice. It is one way of reflection. What are various ways? Yes, Prabhu. Writing journal, writing diary, no? Either daily writing or at least once a week writing or at least once in 15 days writing. Writing diary helps, no? Like Prabhupada used to write. All great souls actually, if you see, they would maintain diary. And they maintain diary. How's any significant events, any ups and downs, any these things up and down in consciousness, no? Just noting it down for ourself. Yes. Writing journal is a very powerful tool for introspection. In that journal you can write daily, weekly, fortnightly, at least monthly. So this is wonderful way. Yes. Anything else? Any other ways of doing introspection? Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Guhyam Akhyati Pruchiti. Time spending time with our friends and discussing, sharing. Oh, this is how my life is going on. How about you? And then that is very wonderful. Guhyam Akhyati Pruchiti can offer great help. Yes. Not just general talk, Prabhuji, Prasad liya ke nahi liya, Hari Bol, Krishna, ठीक है प्रभुजी ठंडा कम है ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर कितना है प्रभुजी हाँ वो तो ठीक है but when we sit with devotees intimately we can share about how's our state of Krishna consciousness. Yes. Yeah, when you read, we can reflect. Whether am I living as per these things, or I am going very much off the track. When we are listening to lectures, we have to check whether am I aligning my life in this direction, or my life is going too much off the track. Not that like I said, we should not hear like buffalo. Buffalo, you see. Sometimes you go in a car and buffalo comes on the way and you press horn. Pam, 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 pam. Is buffalo listening? It's listening but no, not listening. It is hearing the sound but doesn't make any difference. It doesn't move only. It's actually not listening. Similarly, we may hear lectures, we may read books, but if we are not taking any change in our life, we are not bringing out any change in life. It's like buffalo, hearing but not hearing, just pam, pam, pam. Guru is speaking, Prabhupada is speaking, also, we are reading here, but actually we are not reading, hearing. Because, imagine, buffalo is hearing means what? As soon as it's pam, pam, immediately he should leave the way, isn't it? If he leaves the way and gives the way, that means buffalo has listened, no? Otherwise, if he's just standing in the road, pam, pam, that means not listening. Similarly, when you hear, like one saintly person, he was about to get married, and in marriage, sahavadhana they say, before putting that akshada, what is that, rice and all this thing, they are chanting and various mantras, and then time comes, then savadhan, and then as soon as this person heard savadhan, immediately he became alert, immediately ran from that marriage. So he said, Bapre, Savdhan, I have to become alert. Life is going, death is approaching. I have to, next solution for it, So His Ramdas, Sant Ramdas, Maharashtra is very true story. Sant Ramdas is very famous. He later on became advisor and teacher for Shivaji Maharaj. So all this marriage, as soon as they're chanting mantra, Saudhan, immediately he reflected on this word Saudhan. And then he became really, he just ran away. After Saudhan, you are getting bound now, Saudhan. Oh, I don't want. Anyway, so point is that that means listening. He's really listening. Not that sometimes we chant so many mantras, we don't listen only anything. I'm not saying that you have to run away from the marriage. You have to do your responsibility. What if you are married and you have to commit yourself and take responsibility of family and all these things. But Saudhan means we have to be alert. Even in Guru Puja we say Saudhan. Saudhan. We have to be alert in worshipping the lotus feet of spiritual master. Yes. So we have to reflect on what we are reading, hearing, doing. Yes. Thank you. Anything else? Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Another way. Ask feedback. Prabhu, are you happy with me? Did I do any mistake? If something is there, let me know. I can rectify. So general devotees will not give feedback. They will tolerate. It's very difficult to get feedback from devotees. Unless you give them confidence that you will take in right way, not think. So they will be very, very careful in giving feedback. Then they will appreciate. Feedback means if you want room for improvement, unless they can trust you, they will not tell you. So you have to earn their trust. Really, Prabhu, I want to improve. Please tell. I'll take in right spirit, not wrong spirit. No. They may tell little feedback, and if you try to justify, no, Prabhu, then they will not tell further. No. They'll say, okay, Prabhu, you are all wonderful. Thank you, Hare Krishna. But if you take feedback in right spirit, then they will also give more feedback. And if you are grateful for feedback, then yes. Thank you. Anything else we can do? So these are various ways to read scripture and take quiet time to reflect on how the message applies to our present state of consciousness. So when you read, like we are every day, suppose we are in half an hour. Okay, we can read 20 minutes, 10 minutes, reflect on what we have read. Instead of reading 30 minutes and just running for another thing. Sometime. If you are reading every day 15 minutes, read 10 minutes, 5 minutes, reflect about how the message, what we read applies to our present. Writing journal, writing diary. Take quiet time with ourselves to contemplate on our present state of consciousness. Take quiet time to reflect on our interaction with others. How was my interaction with devotees? How did I take benefit of association of devotees? Did I serve them? Did I take benefit of it? Or did I offended them? Did I neglect them? Did I ignore them? So, how was my interaction? We can a little bit think about it. Speak to others to get honest feedback on their perception of us. Introspect and reflect on what was offered and see how it applies to us and how it can be used to assist us in our goal. Okay. Basically, anything what we received, how we are using it in Krishna's service, you can reflect. Sometimes, okay. And we have to reflect how we don't go to the extremes and we live a balanced life. Krishna is telling Bhagavad Gita, Nati asnatastu yogisti na chaikantam anashnata na chanti swapna shilasya jagrato naival charjuna. There is no possibility of one's becoming yogi. Oh Arjun, if one eats too much or eats too little, sleep too much or does not sleep enough. We don't have to take extremes in Krishna consciousness. We have to lead a sustainable, balanced life. Now this extremes and balance are different for every different devotees. We can't compare with others. For some person 8 hours is sleep what he needs. Some people may need 6 hours, some people may need 4 hours. So depending on their different bodily needs and other things. Somebody may take 4 chapatis, somebody take 8 chapatis, somebody take 2 chapatis, What is appropriate for one person may be atyar for another person, maybe less for another person, no? So we don't have to compare with others, but we can compare with oneself and see. And we have to, one of the ways to reflect is, one to reflect whether I'm leading a balanced life, not going to extremes. When we lead a balanced life then, and a sustainable life, then we can go on in Krishna for long. When we lead extremes, one extreme and then we neglect other things, then sometimes it becomes difficult. Like sometimes one may do seva, 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 so much seva, no time for reading, hearing, chanting, no? Then it may not be sustainable. Or sometimes one does so much reading, hearing, chanting, he is not doing any seva. No? One may just become puffed up and often devotees thinking, I'm better than others and all this. And then again he may leave of association of devotees. So we have to see that we are balanced. Balance in eating, balance in sleeping, balance in services, balance in our responsibilities, all these things. Okay. Yukta ahara viharasya. Ahar means input to the senses. We have to give appropriate input to the senses. We have different senses. They need inputs. Vihar means recreation. Chest, bodily maintenance activities. Yukta, bodily maintenance. Karma, occupational engagement, appropriate occupational engagements. Swapna, bodhasya, sleeping and wakefulness. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, like in job and all these things, like we have to do some chesta. May have to do job or something for grastas, That is the bodily maintenance activities. Karma, just sleeping. Some things can come in the senses inputs also. Some comes in. So there is one tool. Bhagavan Prabhu was sharing about this balance of life, which I liked it, so I am sharing with all of you. Speaking about wheel of life. Like we say, when we are driving car, there is a dashboard. It explains how much fuel it is having, how much speed we are having, different parameters shows. Similarly, if we can have some dashboard of our life to check whether in the journey things are going properly. Like when we are going too fast, beyond 80, 100, immediately it will show red signal, So that means it's getting too much, Or fuel is very down, it shows it's too down, So like that, we know in the journey of a car, this dashboards help. When life is busy or all our energy is focused on special projects, all too easy to find oneself off balance, not paying enough attention to important areas of life. Okay. So time we can. So this is one way of everybody made. These are some important aspects of life which we need to take care on ongoing basis. One is health, physical health, emotional health. Second is sadhana, our reading, hearing, chanting. And there is relationships. We have relationship with equals, we have relationship with seniors, we have relationship with juniors, different. We have relationship in outside world, with our relatives, friends, family members. We have relationship with job. We have different relationships. Then seva, services. Then seva which we do selflessly to Guru and Gauranga. And then occupational duty we have to do as a part of our ashram duties. Then self-development, thinking about how we can improve. Then resource management. For doing everything, we need some resources. We may need some space, we may need some vehicle, we may need some laptop, we may need some Lakshmi, whatever resources are required for our other aspects, for health, for sadhana, for seva, whatever. And then on the issue management, sometimes some issues happen, you have to deal with it. Otherwise, that issues keep on growing, and then that will consume everything, and everything will get disturbed. So, like health includes, we'll see more. Okay, basically, proper diet, proper sleep, proper exercise. It's physical. Actually, if one takes proper rest, nowadays you see so many people. They are earning so much money, but they are not getting sleep. Sleep is big problem. In America and all now, even in Bombay and cities, they are having now special research on sleep, and there are special beds coming for sleep, and special people are spending lakhs of rupees so that they can get good night sleep. Because one who doesn't get night sleep, there everything gets collapsed. Because in night, actually, when one sleeps night sleep, whole body gets rejuvenated. All the maintenance of the body happens in night. But if one doesn't sleep, then there's no maintenance. Repair and maintenance doesn't happen. And then diseases increases like anything. So now one of the big problems of the world today is sleep. Now certain things we may take it for granted. We may think, what is this? Sleep is a problem or not? A big problem in this world. You see nowadays people have so many different shifts. Different shift works are there. Some shift works like Monday, Tuesday, they have morning 8 o'clock shift. Then Wednesday, Thursday, they have afternoon shift. And then Friday, Saturday, they have night shift. Imagine every 2 days you are changing sleeping, one will go crazy. Body cannot this thing adapt so quickly. Or 1 week morning sleep, another week day sleep, another week night sleep. And body, because it's against the biological clock, everything gets destroyed. Similarly, nowadays there's so much stress, tension, anxieties. People don't get sleep. So we have to make sure that we have proper sleep, proper diet, proper. These are basic things. But later on, this becomes very important thing. When we are young, we don't realize it. We take it, okay, diet liya nahi liya, no problem. Sleep, soya na soya, no problem. Exercise kiya nahi kiya. When we are young, healthy, doesn't matter. But after some time, this becomes very, very important. If you see in old people sitting, they will only talk, आज कितना स्पून खाया, आज कितना मिलीलीटर जूस ड्रिंक किया नहीं किया, डाइजेस्ट हुआ नहीं हुआ, क्लियरिंग हुआ नहीं हुआ, बिकॉज दैट बिकम्स वेरी बिग थिंग. एक्सरसाइज चल पाया, मैंने आज 500 स्टेप्स वॉक किया, ग्रेट चाय, because now we are young, healthy, we may take it for granted, but if you don't take care later on, these things will become a big problem. And when basic health becomes a problem, then chanting also becomes a problem. And so one cannot take for granted health. You have to sleep properly, take proper prasad, take exercise, important. Sometimes okay, we extend, sometimes we may not take prasad, sometimes we may fast, that's all right. But every day it cannot be like that. Every week it cannot be, every month it cannot be, month after month it cannot be. Then after some time, body will collapse. Unless we are Mahabhagavat, maybe great Mahabhagavat like Rupa Goswami, Haridas Thakur, because they have gone above the bodily platform. They may not need all these things. But since we are in still bodily platform, we may need, we have not yet transcendented this. So we need to take care. Similarly, emotional health, very important. Nowadays, biggest, more than physical, are mental problems coming up, because people are no activity physically, so mind is super active, and super active mind, most of the thoughts are negative, and therefore people are suffering because of depression, people are suffering because of so inferiority complex, negativity, so much fear and all these things. just one day before Janmashtami, when I was about to sleep, I got a phone call, and then that was he was Kharagpur passed out person. He was when he was in college, he did not take to Krishna consciousness, but he knew Krishna consciousness. So all of a sudden, he called. I was about to take a rest because. So I said, Prabhuji, is it possible we can talk later because now I'm just going to sleep? He said, Prabhuji, I'm just thinking, should I live or should I die? I'm feeling that I should commit suicide. I said, really? Then I asked, Prabhuji, is it that you are laid off from the job? He said, no, Prabhuji, I have a very big job and is earning lakhs of rupees every month. I said, uh, did you have a fight with your wife or what? He said, no, Prabhuji, my wife is so caring and all this thing. Then I said, there's some big family issues happened or what? He said, no, Prabhuji, my family is like, mother, father, everybody is very supportive and I said, then why you are, Prabhuji, what to do? My mind is like that. All, always things negative, negative, negative. And I cannot, always some negative thoughts keep on haunting me. Maybe I will lose my wife, maybe I will lose my job, maybe I will, there will be something always, for no reason, there is no reason, but negativity will come. So, what to do? And Prabhuji, he said, I have been battling, and now it's too much. I feel now it's too much. If I just die, then it will stop, otherwise, no, it will not stop. So many years I have been, fighting. So, point is, this mental problems are increasing like anything. Not that there is some reason for it. Even if everything external may be good, still one can be in depression and misery. Terrible. So one has to make sure that we are physically healthy, we are also emotionally healthy. How we are feeling in Krishna consciousness. We should feel happy, we should feel grateful, one should feel, if one is feeling grudging, negative and frustrated, all this thing, then we need to spend time and look, why I'm frustrated, and we need to go to the cause and remove that cause. Not that, we can continue practicing grudging devotional service in a frustrated mood. No, that won't be sustainable. So we have to see that our mind is also healthy. We have to chant, we have to do our sadhana, chanting Hare Krishna. We have to read Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Chitamrita. We can also do some deity worship. Like every day we are doing Mangalarti. That is like deity worship. Participating in artis, watching arti is also deity worship, or doing arti is deity worship. Harinam Sankirtan, Bhagavatsam, Shravanam, Dhammas, visiting holy place. These are all powerful items of devotion. They can uplift one instantly. Each one is like, very, very powerful process of devotion. So we have to see that we are doing all these things regularly. And then relationships. The relationship with our home relationship, work relationship, public relationship, other relationship. So so many relationships. Relationship, we have to take care of needs, interests, concerns of others and ourselves. Relationships are based on service attitude. Basis of relationship service. And then any relationship where we deal with this, like we see in Krishna's relationship, there is Shantaras, Dasaras, Sakyaras, Vatsaras, Madhuraras, all these rasas are there. But foundation is Dasaras. Dasaras is strong. In Sakyaras, Dasaras is also there. In Vatsalyaras, Dasaras there. Madhuras. Relationship, this servitude is very, very important. Service. We may have many types of services, seva, preaching, managing, counseling. We may have devotee care, organizational, whatever, different services are there. And then occupational duties, whatever. Everybody may be differently talented. In Varnashram there is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya. It's not that somebody one is better than other, but whatever Krishna has gifted us, we have to utilize that talents in Krishna's service. Okay. And then self-development. Self-development is thinking about how I can improve myself. For that we may have to get help from some superiors, planning, okay, getting mentored, learning different skills, and making sure that we are growing in our life. Okay, and then resource management, finance management. Like we are learning Bhagavad Gita, we are learning different skills, we are developing different qualities, we are growing ourselves, and we are taking different courses and learning. Okay, I learned now deity worship this year. Okay, now I learned leadership and management this year. Or I learned now Bhakti Shastra this year. This I learned now. Learning and also getting guidance from superiors so that we can work on our challenges. Resource management, different analysis for final goal. Okay. For everything, some resources are required. Lakshmi is required, or whatever resource. Our goal of resource, everything is for Krishna's purpose only, Krishna consciousness only. But we need to do little planning. Okay. Finances, one of those. Finances, gadgets, utilities, service tool. It's just it is not this thing. Like somebody may need, okay, I need to spend some money, 35% money for my, okay, these are resources, certain 35% resources are required for, I need some food, clothing, shelter, rent के लिए कुछ खर्चा है, खाने के लिए कुछ, I may have to buy some gadgets, different things, different resources. Okay, and it's different for different people. It's just basically some idea. Things that matter the most must not be at the mercy of things that matter the least. Things that matter most, whatever required for that resources, we should have with us. So now, for example, we are going for yatra. One of the most important things are prasadam. Now it should not be at the mercy, because yes, little planning is there, then life will be little peaceful. Okay, one is going alone, no problem, we can depend on Krishna, but we are taking devotees, then we have to plan accommodation. So which are very important, so that people can then peacefully hear Krishna Katha. Otherwise, if these things are not taken care, then when they're sitting for class, they're just thinking, प्रसाद खा लेंगे, कैसे लेंगे, किधर सोएंगे, ठंडी लग रहा है, रात में नींद हुआ नहीं. But basic things are taken care, then they can focus on hearing, chanting. Okay. Issue management. What consumes your mind controls your mind. Generally, if any problem is there, everything may be good. I mean, out of 100 things, 99 things are going good. But one thing is not good. What happens? When you sit for chanting, that one thing will disturb. 99 good things will not help us. One thing which is not good, that will affect us. So, then we are chanting, we are hearing, we are going. Every time that issue is ringing in our mind, it's consuming our consciousness. So it's important that we deal with issues appropriately. Now, there's always some issue that sucks all our energy from keeping these other areas in balance. Issues are an opportunity to manage our attitudes and behaviors. Generally, physically, it is difficult to manage issues. We can try our best, some things may be managed, but most of the things have to deal with our attitudes and behaviors. So if we really want to solve the issue once and for all, maybe we may have to look at our attitudes and behaviors and make some improvement in that. Manage this and issues get resolved, not by resolving issues themselves. Many times, this thing. And some things, some issues may get resolved by this thing, but deep issues which are there, na, there we have to little bit look deeper in that. Okay. So once in 15 days or once a month or something, we have to know mark, like give mark how is my health out of 10, how much I grade. Suppose 9 means excellent, 8 means very good, 7 means good, 6 average, above average, 5 average, 4 below average, 3 poor, 2 terrible. So about health, how is my health? Okay, average. Then how is my sadhana? It's above. How my relationship? It's little poor. How is my resource management? Very poor. How is my issue management? Okay. So all this we can just mark, so we can know. Okay, how is our life going? Then we can see where is I am getting least mark and where I am getting very high marks. So over a period of time we can say, oh, here is I am getting least mark. Maybe I need to learn something and see that I make it from terrible to at least average and slowly improve. So this circle is there, na? Zero is center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So in this circle, so first point is health. Out of 10, how much? 8, 6, 4, whatever. We can mark it. Then we can draw and connect all the points. It will become like amoeba, So like that. We may not get a perfect circle. Goal of life is not to get a perfect circle, but at least be aware. Balance doesn't mean that when in journey, when you are riding bicycle means we are not riding straight. Sometimes we turn like this, sometimes turn like that. It's a dynamic balance. Similarly, it's not that it's perfect circle. Okay, consciously maybe this time we may pay attention to sadhana. Maybe next week consciously we may pay attention to health. Another time we may consciously pay. There's time for seva. Some camp is there. Yeah, someone may put a lot of effort. Then there is time for over a period of time we have to make sure that everything is balanced. Sometimes we give a lot of time for studies because exams are coming. Sometimes we may give a lot of time for sevas because some preaching is happening. Sometimes we may spend time for ourselves more, reflecting, reading, studying, all these things. So over a period of we should just make sure that. So this, like now, this is some different kind of safe amoeba type shape we may have. Okay, so I want everybody to draw this. Okay, and we'll conclude. Hey, everybody has this. You can draw this circle, and you can mark yourself out of 10. I'll show you the circle. This. Okay. Health, sadhana, seva, relation, occupation, duty, develop. Okay. Out of 10 you mark. Okay. You understood? How many of you understood? On this circle you mark the points. Okay. And then you join your points. Okay? So take 2 minutes to think about your personal, how life is going on. I said, I showed you how should we scale this. This, okay. Average means 5, above average 6, good means 7, very good 8, excellent 9, okay. Below average 4, poor 3, terrible 2, okay. This is how you can grade. You can think how you feel, how is your health, as per your feeling, okay. How is the sadhana going on? It's subjective, it's individual, as per your understanding how it is going on. Okay. It is not the absolute thing which we are writing. It's relative, our own perspective about ourselves. Okay. Hmm? Seva is our Krishna conscious service. Like we have, it's a voluntary service which we are doing. Like brahmachari may also have like some given service he has to do. Certain things voluntary we may do. Nobody is pushing up us, but we are doing as offering to Guru and God. Like for example, as a manager or chairman, I have to do meetings. That is Mahapushandi. Compulsory I have to do. Otherwise, but then there are certain things it's voluntary I may do. Nobody is going to chastise me for not doing. But there are certain things if I roles some responsibility are compulsory, which is my duty. And certain things may not be my duty, but I'm doing it as voluntary offering. Skill development is like we are thinking about am I growing my life, am I learning skills, am I developing values, and developing. Sadhana is our standard reading, hearing, chanting. So maybe different things which we are. And then this is just some one, huh? Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 कर सकते हैं. हाँ. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 करना. Then it will be, yes. How many of you are able to understand and you are doing the exercise? Raise hand. Okay, fine. And yes, self development. Okay, you are developing your leadership skills. You are developing some singing mridanga, skills, mridanga skills, preaching skills, managing skills. Counseling skills, training. Whatever we are learning, growing in our life in various fields. I am learning now cooking Prabhuji. Learning now deity worship. Some growing. Now I'm trying to develop some. Yeah, something more. Something like especially getting guidance, growing in life. Huh? Current scenario, as of today. You have to mark yourself as of today, okay? And when you are done, you raise hands, so I know that you are done. Okay. So others take 1 more minute, okay? And I guess online devotees are also doing, huh? I don't know. I'm not interacting with online devotees. I hope something they are able to catch. I'm not. Sometimes becomes very difficult online, offline. No? Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So all of you can stand up. Okay, all of you can stand up. And all of you please stand up. And I don't know what to do about online. If there is some breakup rooms possible, they can. One who is a what we say host, he can make breakup rooms if possible. And what you do, you can now everybody can find one partner and sit down. Find one partner and sit down, facing each other. Okay. Find one partner and sit down. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. So okay. Find one partner and sit down. Okay. So and what you do, you ask your partner which area he has got the maximum mark. Okay. So you ask the partner which area he has got maximum mark, and you can ask him some tips how is that he is able to do very well in that area. Okay. So you ask your partner which area he has got maximum marks, and you can ask him what is his secret, how is he able to get such good marks in that area. And if you can learn some tips from him, okay Prabhu, I am able to manage my health nicely because I do XYZ, or he's got good marks in sadhana, he can tell, okay Prabhu, I am taking care of these things. So you learn from him how is that he is doing so well in that area. Okay. Ask him, ask the partner which area he has got maximum marks, and ask him what is secret. Huh? Check one thing where among whatever he has got best mark, number one, you can choose one, and then uh, so you ask your partner, tell about that particular aspect, some tips how he is managing well in that aspect. Okay. So and after that, that swapping, other partner will also ask. Okay. Okay. Those who are online, they can call on phone one of the persons on the Zoom call. Okay. I don't know whether breakout rooms are there. Great. I will make breakout rooms.
Those who are
Those who are
online
on
can join us
online
online breakout
breakout
rooms.
rooms. Make sure that other partner speaks. Okay, you ask other partner now. Make sure ask other partner what you are good in. Okay. Okay. Make sure other partner speaks. Okay. And when both of you have spoken, raise hand so I know that you are done. Take one more minute. Okay. ओके अरे हाँ नहीं बस नहीं ओके सर डन ओके हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे so now you can look your scores where you got the least marks and you ask the partner can you give me some tips by which I can improve grades in that field okay you understand you find your marks where you got the least marks and you ask the partner my dear Prabhu my dear friend can you give me some tips how I can improve my grade in this field how I can improve in this field okay so seek advice from the friend fine haribo
Hare
hare
Krishna. Those who are
those who are
online
online
also can,
also can
Now
now
again,
again
online
online
devotees, make
devotees
sure
make sure
that we'll
that
again
we'll again
join
join
groups
rooms
and you
and you
tell your
tell
partner
your
where you
partner
got
where
the
you got
least
the
mark
least
and
mark and
ask
ask
some advice
some
from
advice from
partner how you
partner
can
how you
improve in
can
that
improve
field.
in that field
The
the
field where you
field
got
where you
least
got
mark,
least mark
ask your
ask
partner to
your
give some
partner to give
advice,
some
give some
advice
tips
give
by
some
which you
tips by
can
which you can
improve
improve
in that field.
in that field
Okay.
okay okay make sure other partner speaks okay make sure other partner speaks make sure other partner speaks. Okay, and when both partners are done, raise hands so I know that you're done. Okay, how many are done? Okay, take 1 minute to complete. Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So now you can just reflect for 2 minutes about entire class and about your personal exercise plus meeting discussion with different friends, and note down if anything was helpful for you in today's discussion. Okay, which you feel you can do something about it, to improve your life or any aspect of your life. Okay, just reflect on the class, reflect on your interactions with friends, and reflect on this exercise, and just note down if anything was any realization that came to your mind through it. Okay, any realization you got or any reflections which are worth great value for you, just note down any reflections. Okay, Hare Krishna. We are just concluding now. If online somebody speaks, we'll be able to hear. How? Okay, fine. So anybody would like to speak? Because I have not paid attention much to online people, so maybe I'll ask them to share first. Any online devotees who want to share anything, any realizations after uh, exercise, after discussion, after anything you want to share? Anybody would like to share? Anybody online would like to share any of your reflections, any of the realizations after this exercise, after this uh,
Uh, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
class? Who is speaking?
Ayush Kamal.
Yes, Ayush Prabhu. Yes.
Yes, so I got leased in the issue management part. So I discussed with Ajay Prabhu. I expressed him my reasons of why I'm lacking in this part, and he advised me. He asked me
No, I
about
am not
to share more
asking.
details. And
I am not asking you all details. I'm asking you realizations. Any realization you got? Okay. I am not
yeah,
asking you details you
okay,
discuss and what. Just the overall realization what you got by that.
yes,
By the exercise.
yeah. So the
Hmm.
important part, what I understood from him is I must pray. I like in this part. Whenever I go to Dham, I must pray to God that He bless me with forgiveness, and so that I can have very stable relationship among all the devotees. So he emphasized to pray whenever I go to Dham and pray for His
Okay.
mercy.
Okay. Thank you very much. Haribo. So basically, when we are living with devotees, we can take advantage of other devotees' association, and other devotees can really help us, isn't it? So you are talking with your friend Aishru, it helped you, huh? You felt the tips or advice was helpful for you, Aishru?
Yes, Prabhuji, very helpful.
Yes. Sometimes we see we don't take advantage of association of devotees, huh? But if you meet with them confidentially, talk with them, they can help a lot. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes. Anybody want to share any of your reflections, realizations, anything from the exercise today? One more online, and then we'll take two physically. Those who are here, okay? Online, anybody?
Hare
So
Krishna,
thank you.
Prabhu.
Ayush. Yes, who is speaking?
Prabhu Karthik, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, Karthik Pro.
Prabhu, actually, that introspection part, in which you told like in every 15 days or even on every Ekadasi, we should try to introspect like where are we standing and what is the position, are we growing in our bhakti or not? So, because if we will not do that, then we will be so busy that sometimes uh, sometimes we cannot understand the value of like introspection and all, but that plays a great role in developing and increasing our Krishna consciousness. So
Okay.
this one I like Prabhuji, and
Yes,
I will
time
try
time.
to follow it.
If time we reflect, introspect, then it will save us from burnout. Otherwise, we'll be burned out, and then we'll have to reflect why am I doing, why I'm here, what I'm doing, and all that thing. Anyway, we'll have to reflect. But if you reflect timely, you may not have to go out of Krishna consciousness, regular sangha. Thank you. Wonderful. Now, those who are physically present here, two devotees want to share any of your reflections, realizations. Yes, Prabhuji. You can tell your name and then speak.
My name is Gaurav,
You are from which year?
2019 batch.
Passed out. Okay.
Yeah, so one of the point like Karthik Prabhu mentioned about this introspection that you talked about during the session. So this was the most important thing. Like, and we do neglect this in our day-to-day practice. of Krishna consciousness, definitely. Means many a times we get feedback also by our seniors and all. But yeah, this that the thing you told like is like beeping of horn in front of a buffalo. Means many of times I can see like my actions are like buffalo only. Devotees are trying to correct me. They are giving feedback also. Means, but I'm not taking it to improve my Krishna consciousness. And the second thing about this activity, uh, uh, we this activity we discuss like what is our weakness and how we can improve. Like fortunately, I sat with Rishabh Prabhu and like the thing like I was lacking means he is good in that means in developing relationship. So he give many points like how we can develop relationship, how we can glorify, or how we can spend time like equal confidential time, and we can hear from them, we can talk with them. So like these things means are very poor, but Prabhuji gave.
Thank you very much. Haribo. So we can see that as Prabhu was saying that sometimes certain things we are good at, and certain things we are little poor at. Other person may be good at other things and poor at other things. So everybody, Krishna has blessed everybody with different things. So certain things we are good at, we can share with others. Certain things we are lacking, we can seek help from others who are good at that. So it's not that I am better than others, but and it's not that we develop inferiority complex where everybody is better than them. We are all learning, and we can learn from each other. We can also help each other. This way together we can grow. Thank you very much. Yes, one more devotee. Anybody want to share? Yes, Janardhan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. First of all, thanks a lot for this wonderful class. And today, after this class, Prabhuji, I got to know about what exactly means Krishna consciousness is not simply about our seva and sadhana, which I was earlier thinking that only our spiritual part, for my spiritual part, I should consult the spiritual devotees and the devotees in Krishna consciousness. But today I got to know it's more about the complete life, which includes issue management, resource management, self-development. Means for these things, I usually used to look outside our community for getting some material guidance or any occupational duty related guidance. But today for self-development and resource management things. But this time I got to know that we can utilize the skills of people who are in our community also, so that we don't have to rely on outside people, and we have by doing the self introspection things, we are able to manage all these things. It's not just basically that we have to just rely on spiritual things for the devotees. We can seek help for all, each and everything.
Yeah, Krishna community means all aspects have to be taken care of. And certain things in the beginning maybe may not be possible in Krishna community, so we may take help from outside, but then we have to Krishnaize it, and later we can offer to other devotees so that they don't have to go outside. So that over a period of time, devotees can get all their needs fulfilled within devotee community as much as possible. Okay, thank you very much. Haribo. So we see, if you see the lives of great souls, actually if we study the biographies of great souls like Prabhupada biography, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, all great persons or great some Prabhupada disciples, through their lifestyle we can learn many things. Like Prabhupada, his personal lifestyle, habits, routines, how he deals, so we can learn how they are very expert in managing everything. Their lives are very, organized, balanced, and all these things. So we can learn all these things. So when we read biographies of different devotees. We'll be able to learn or hear about different acharyas and great devotees. We'll also able to learn many wonderful things. Okay? Somebody can read.
Roles regarding society, roles regarding the afterlife. Roles regarding self are of two categories, those for the body and those for the mind. Those roles to keep a person's body properly nourished so that they can remain healthy are the bodily rules. Such things are regulated drinking, eating, sleeping, exercise, and for sickness, prescriptions for cure are bodily rules. Words from people do not follow these rules, they cannot pass through life smoothly. If they do not follow the mental rules, their power of realization, concentration, imagination, contemplation, and judgment will be weak and will not properly function. There will be no advancement in arts and sciences. And moreover, one will not be able to take the mind from material thoughts and direct it to the thoughts of God. As a result, sinful thoughts and atheistic attitude will dominate the mind. Finally, a person will become no better than a beast. Therefore, these bodily and mental rules are
Very necessary for success in human life. So this trying to balance our body, mind, and all Krishna, all the, don't think that it is just material. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that these are important for our long run in Krishna consciousness. We have all our faculties and all these things, mental faculties, all need to be properly engaged, appropriately engaged, and we need to be peaceful. We need to be happy, and if possible, if we can be blissful, ecstatic, that would be real success. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare. I think I broke all the rules. It became 10 o'clock. Okay. So, good. Okay, thank you, Miss. Mahaprasad ki jai.
Hare Krishna. So we are very privileged. Actually, Bhakti Life Prabhuji was studying. I think this is only first part of this lecture. We are saying three things today. Accepting help. The first is to self-help. Diverse need. I think this was more like first catch today. So the second is 2 hours. So 2 parts are remaining. So Prabhu, we are being taught about first part, how to balance our life, but Prabhu is extending himself because he has been helped so much by the Guru and Krishna, and he is extending ourselves to give his personal time. So that is the nature of a Vaishnava. And so crystal clear understanding Prabhuji has about. And same thing he did with me in Mayapur also. Prabhuji is very good in Mukund Chandan was telling that how he was also going through some turmoils, and Mike is also telling some turmoils happening. So Prabhuji was telling how Asad was very balanced and very. So he's been chosen by ISKCON for ISKCON resolve and Hare Krishna. Please, without Yes.